Before I start talking, I know the fit's fire. I know the fit's fire. Anyway, awkward social situations. We've all had them. It's a normal human experience. You ever been just a little tad bit nervous to order at a restaurant, huh? Or maybe you're one of them theater kids. You're one of them theater kids, and you get a little stage fright. Yeah, don't worry. Me too. So today, I'm gonna tell you some of my horribly embarrassing stories to make sure that my personal business is out there on the internet and so that you can feel better about yourself. You're welcome. Now, one fine afternoon, I'm walking around my friendly neighborhood, right? Getting my steps in. So, you know, when you pass by your neighbor, you're supposed to say something nice, like, you know, hey, you know, all that fun stuff or whatever. Now, for little old me, I be thinking in my noggin a little too much about this. My number one question, when am I supposed to determine when to say anything? If I'm right here, walking down the sidewalk, right? This old man and his little dog walking this way, we are slowly going towards each other. So, mind you, we are approaching each other pretty rapidly. I have about 15 seconds to decide what I'm gonna say during the two starter things that you say. You have hey and how's it going. Those are your two options when you're really just too dumb to think of like something else. I probably could have said what's poppin', but you know, nope. Hey or how's it going? That's the thought that was in my brain then. So then I look up. I'm walking, right? I'm doing my little walk. I look up. He's right there. He's right there. He has to say something, and I have to say something. Right? So I'm about to say hey, and this man goes, hey. So I'm like, okay, he just said hey. I can't take that from him. I have to go, how's it going? But you see, my little brain was like, oh, you've actually already started saying hey. So you know what? You know what I said? You know what I said to this man? Hey, it go. Hey, it go. Hey, it go. Hey, it go. It's safe to say I walked my little, like, pathetic ass like the Lorax all the way back home. Because what do you mean? Hey, it go. And I'm not even exaggerating. That's what it sounded like. That's why I have never shown my face since then. That's why I do not do walks outside anymore. Look at this. It's because of that situation. I'm this pale because of that situation. I can never show my face in this neighborhood again. Ever. Future me, you're welcome for editing this out.
I don't find you funny. That's why you got sick.
Now, let's talk about incident 2, right? Now, just imagine yourself, you're in a restaurant with your close family, not friends. You know, your grandparents are there, your aunt and your cousins are there, my sister's right next to me, my mom is there. You know, it's not bad. It's a good restaurant, you're excited. But then the waitress comes by. The waitress comes by and you're like, I don't know what the hell I want to drink. What do I say? Am I gonna be a fat ass and go with the Mountain Dew, or am I gonna go with water? Again, we have the two choices. It's always messed up when there's two choices. So I'm about halfway down the table, right? It starts here, I'm about right here. Sitting on my little chair, right? So I'm thinking about this, and I look over. My sister's right next to me. She's already ordering her drink. That's when I know I gotta start and decide right now. So you know what I say? I say, this girl comes up. She goes, and what would you like, ma'am? Wawa? Wawa. Wawa? So, you know what? I'm like, you know what? She probably didn't hear it because she just moved on. She knew what I said. She knew what I said. So I was like, oh, Oh, it's not that bad. But then this is how I know. My sister, who's sitting right next to me, we're like this. We're like this, right? I'm right here. She's right here. So this is my sister. She looks at me with the most evil, nefarious grin I've ever seen. You want Wawa? You want to win a Wawa? I've never been so humiliated in my entire life. By my own blood. By my own blood. That's how I knew it was over. I had been defeated that day, and I couldn't look the waitress in the eyes for the rest of the time. We're on to incident 3. Little third one here, right? Third time's the charm, right? Maybe this won't be as bad. Oh, honey, this one's the worst. So this story takes place in a nice little restaurant again. But hey, I'd already ordered my drink, my food. We're chilling. I'm with my grandparents, not the same one who were at the other dinner, because then, you know, that'd be bad. My mom's like, okay, I gotta go to the bathroom. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, me too. I could tinkle. I could take a little whiz, if you will, you know? So I'm like 7 or 8 at this time, and I'm walking in the bathroom with my little confident jig, because I know what I'm doing now. I know what I'm doing. I'm grown. So I get into the stall. There's 3 stalls in here, right? I go into the second one. My mom goes into the first one. I hear her yell over, "Hey, the locks are a little tricky. Do you need help?" Now, I'm a confident, you know, nonchalant little guy, and I'm like, "Nah, Mom, I got it." So I twist the little thing like there's on it, and I'm like, was it hard? So then I pop a squat on the toilet, bare ass cheeks out on the toilet, as you do. Okay, this was before I knew about putting toilet paper down. Do not judge. I'm popping a squat, right? I hear a third woman come in. I'm like, all right. Like I said, there's three stalls. She'll go to the third one. But good God, that girl's lucky number must have been 2 that day, because she decided, oh, this is the stall of my choosing. So I hear her little heels on her way to my stall, and I'm like, we better be joking right now. But I'm like, no, I locked it. I know I locked it. So she opens the door. We lock eyes. Eyes wide, shaking like a leaf. I'm terrified, because this girl just saw me, pants all the way on the floor, popping a squat. She was pretty too. This woman let out the most guttural scream I've ever heard in my entire life. Shuts the door, and I'm like, so I guess I didn't know how to lock it after all. I was originally going to just do 3, and then I remembered. Then I went back in time. I can't remember how old I was, but I remember it like it was yesterday. Me, my mom, my sister, all walking out of church, right? Just got a little piece of candy, you know, out of my little Bible school, because I paid attention to the Jesus lesson. So yeah. But so then my sister goes, let's race back to the car. I'm like, let me put on my running shoes. You got it. I'm about to beat all of you right now. That was the worst idea of my entire life. So we're all running, right? We're running in slow motion to this car, to our car. So I see it, and I'm like, wow, I'm in first place right now. I'm in first place. I get in the back, I hop in. I'm like, yes, I won. I look to the front seat. There's a teenage girl staring at me. She goes, so I'm like 6 years old, sitting in the back of this car, and I'm like, trying to get out as fast as possible. And I look over a little bit, and I see my mom and my sister cracking up. I just traumatized a teenage girl and you're giggling? You're giggling. I was on my awkward social situations that I could think of last night at 3 a.m. So, you know, maybe part 2, maybe not. I'm just kind of saying stuff in my bedroom, so take with that what you will. Catch you on the flip. I'm not doing that jump again. Don't you even think about it.